And welcome back to Keys from the Golden Vault. I still had to do the awkward pause because I still don't have a confidence monitor, but that's my problem, not yours. We are playing Prisoner 13, the level 4 module, and our hapless crew of Golden Vault operatives just finished helping break up a prison fight in Revel's End, or two of them did. Minwoo and Risha, who were disguised as prison guards, were helping break up a riot, while Sloan spoke quietly and carefully to the infamous Prisoner 13 and finally discovered what bargaining chip they might have to get the key to her stolen fortune. And Gemma, of course, recorded the riot and sent it to her mom, because that's what you do.
We're all gonna die anyway. I might as well have fun with it.
It might as well be monetized on social media.
So now everyone has reconvened back in the long abandoned conference room where they were supposed to be staying put to try to figure out where to go from here. Now that Sloan has changed back into themselves, has dropped their moon elf disguise, gotten back into their normal clothes, and I assume stashed the prison uniform into the briefcase of holding, just in case you need it later.
Yes.
Once you all get the confirmation that Sloan is kind of, you can just kind of huddle up. It sounds like everything's going to be busy outside for a few more minutes in the aftermath of those shenanigans, so you're probably going to have some privacy to discuss.
Can I put, like, a deck of cards out so we're not, like, super suspicious at the table? If someone walks in, like...
You play through, like, 4 hands of poker.
We're not playing poker. We've learned...
Oh, that's fair.
We've learned it's go fish.
Okay.
Okay.
Go knucklehead cod.
Okay.
As Risha's grooming themselves, grumbling.
Do you have any threes?
Go knucklehead cod. Oh.
Sloan is just good at all card games. So, she wants the ledger, the prison ledger.
Mm-hmm. Why? I imagine she didn't tell you.
She runs this place.
And no one was surprised.
I mean, she's been here long enough. And she seems really smart.
Gemma, I think it's your turn.
Any twos?
Minwoo, you're very bad at this.
I mean, it's a game where it's completely just based on luck. You just say a number. Oh, yeah.
Well, you have to say the number that's in your hand, but...
I think she wants to use the ledger to... she made the riot happen.
Really?
Yeah. Those tattoos?
Pulling strings somewhere.
Definitely magical. I'd like to keep an ear out for the door and for footsteps outside of the door.
Certainly.
Got any sevens?
This is, where's Theo?
Go knucklehead trout. Got any 8?
Theo is pretending to be inert around my neck as a necklace. So Theo was in the briefcase of holding, but it is now around my neck.
Okay.
As a snake.
All right, so if it's in... Where is this thing?
In the warden's office.
Most likely.
No, that's what she said.
Well, she'd know. So is it the warden or office? Because there are two...
That room is, that is warden. The room is warden.
The room is
I
warden,
think that's
the other room is
supposed
office. Is that like where the warden lives?
I don't know.
Quarters and office?
Possibly.
Whose turn is it?
Yours.
I just... Go ahead.
Oh, Kings? And there we go. Okay.
Oh, very nice.
So I think if we... I mean, we just have to head up there, right?
Which tower is it? It's not the surveillance tower.
It is.
It is a
It's all the
surveillance
same
tower.
time.
How the hell are we supposed to get up there?
There's the central...
Bobby Joe doesn't really love us.
Well, he doesn't love the civilians. It's gonna have to be the two of us who are guards.
Yeah.
I think we can also guard up.
You can.
But we've been
potentially.
seen.
Just like shift into Bert and shift back.
Well, I can't do that again.
Oh. Never mind.
Not until tomorrow.
Well, I can help with sneakiness if there's no magical things inside the tower.
Minwoo and Risha, you have been up to an upper level of the tower before because that is where the guards' barracks were, which is where your orientation was. So you know these things are kind of just stacked into the tiers of everything else.
Okay.
In a way that I will gripe about in the After Dark.
That's fair.
Gemma.
7s. Thank you. All right.
All right. So things are still on high alert right now, but we're gonna have to move pretty soon, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's probably not going to go down for a while.
A couple days, probably. I mean, after a good riot like that.
You know, I do feel like I could pray to the gods, or someone could pray to the gods and make it easier for you to find what you're looking for.
Looking for 2s?
Nope.
I did have.
Hey!
There you go.
Not
You get the
bad.
hang of it.
Hey!
At least you're not done at Uno anymore.
Nope.
I'm really appreciating the fact that you guys committed to playing a full invisible round of Go Fit.
I'm just trying to remember what all.
Improv.
Continue. While I look something up, actually.
So, yeah.
So options are, somebody just gets their way up there as a guard.
What time of day is it?
Endless Night.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's endless night. You're above the spine of the
It's just dark.
What time of day is it?
You know, because you have a very keen mind, that it's about 1 PM.
It's about 1 PM.
It's the feat that we should have taken when we played Frost Maiden.
It's the feat that always annoys your DM.
No. The thing that really annoys DM is when you ask about moon phases and they don't know.
Oh.
That's always a fun one.
That's never been my problem as a DM. It's when
Because
everyone...
you track it, because every one of your games has werewolves.
I love that.
Twilight Domain Cleric. I needed to know when full moons were.
Anyway,
Funny.
Okay.
you know that things are going to be on high alert. It's really convenient that I can just hand wave a bunch of things with in your orientation. Because things are on high alert, you also know that that means that there is going to be a lot more guard presence where the prisoners are. So there might be less observational presence because it's more boots on the ground presence. But that's also a big, like, hard to make that call.
Sure.
Well, unless we can secure uniforms for you two,
I don't need a uniform. As long as I'm not going in an anti-magic field.
yeah, and as long as we strafe and don't go next to them. Did I already go? Yeah, I went. As long as we just strafe through and hopefully there isn't any. I mean, there might be one in the office. Who knows?
Gemma, do you have any queens?
Queens, go Knucklehead Trout.
Sloan, raw int check.
I'm glad that I reset my dice. Okay.
We're not superstitious. We're just a little bit stitious.
19.
19. If Prisoner 13 was able to start a riot, she could probably calm one down pretty easily, too. Or cause a distraction. Especially if she was getting something out of it.
How do I talk to her? Fuck.
Oh, I could talk to her again.
She almost killed you.
That seems like a great idea.
Like,
I'm not saying the killing part.
I mean, I've been layering the tracks so that way when this moment had come, I can just go talk to her and, you know, be friends.
All right. So, if people are able to keep focus, don't ask. If people are able to keep eyes away, I can pick locks. I can use magic to be very, very quiet and to see in the dark, so I don't need light. Hi, surprise, I learned a little bit of magic while we were apart.
Very nice.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's awesome.
But I need people to keep everyone away from that level of the tower.
Yeah, I think Minwoo, she knows you're with me. Unfortunately. No offense, just she doesn't really like the whole, hey you're a bad person and you need friends.
Wait, she does. Well, I was trying to like put on a guard act.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I can try and I can scale it back a bit.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
I think she found it amusing, but then it was a little too much.
You got a 12. We need to turn it down to 8.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, if you, again, but she can't do any of that if she's in a cell. She can't. She can't do what she did before with the riot if she's in a cell. Maybe.
She might not need to.
That's
if she
true.
can just whisper to the right people.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't need magic for everything. I spent most of my life without it.
Now, I'm not a magical person. With these
Oh,
anti-magic
that's right yourself,
fields.
sure. You're super magical.
Oh, thank you. But with these anti-magical fields, does it get rid of the magic or does it just suppress it?
Suppresses
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is why the tattoos work again when she steps out of them.
Minwoo, do you have any 3s?
Joe Knucklehead Trout. Aha!
All right.
Got 2 cards. Hold on.
Well, I think I can keep the warden down here. We can use the you're off in the kitchen scenario, or you can hang out down here if you're okay.
I should be okay by myself. I can move quickly and quietly.
Okay. I think maybe our next move, or my next move, how we want to do it, is to get a tour, to get the warden away, or to cause a distraction of some kind so that Risha has an opening. Yeah.
I think that's the best plan that we're going to get. Do we know what the ledger looks like? I mean, obviously it's a book, but I imagine that her office has a million books.
Yeah, I didn't really get that much information. I was a little bit flustered.
All right.
Yeah.
Hard not to be.
There's a knock on the door.
Hello?
Door opens and Bert and Ernie stick their heads in.
Hey,
Go Knucklehead Trout.
Oh,
do you want in?
No. We were coming. It suddenly dawned on us that you guys were still in here. We wanted to make sure that
We've
you
been
were.
making sure that they're safe.
Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. That is not indicative of how things normally run here. But whenever you get a new group in, sometimes people get a little testy and all that. So we just wanted to check in, make sure that you all.
They gotta test the boundaries and see what
no,
they can get away with.
Anyway, terribly sorry about that. The warden did suggest that. It's things are going to be a little weird around here for a couple of days. So you may want to leave and come back. I can give you we can give you some pamphlets with directions to some lodging up
We
in
were
Icewind
kind of
Dale.
thinking about maybe, I don't know if you need help in, I don't know how you feel about it, but if you need help in maybe the kitchens or something, we can continue our investigation that way. We're more than happy to.
Well, I mean, given the circumstances of we did just have kind of a massive riot. We've got several high-level prisoners now in an infirmary. It's really just it's more of a security issue. We don't want to turn you out fully without anything, but the warden's just a little concerned about your safety and adhering to protocols and all that sort of thing. But I mean, if you need time to like call for transport or something like that, we can certainly tuck you into the kitchens, or not all of the counselors are currently in residence, so we can probably, tuck you into one of their rooms
That would be great.
just to have someplace a little more comfortable and secure in case the weather's kind of picking up again, and so want to make sure you guys have time to leave safely and all of that.
That sounds like an excellent option. We would also love to talk to the warden about riot protocols whenever she gets a chance. That would be very
We
interesting
understand right
information.
now it's a little pressing.
Right,
but,
yeah.
Unfortunately, the warden is on one of her what does she call them? And Ernie just kind of shrugs and she's like, I don't know what's the thing that thing she does.
Is she okay?
She's fine. I think she has maybe like a some sort of anxiety thing or something.
Oh.
There's certain times a day that she just kind of closes herself in a room and is like, "Hey, you guys have this. Please don't talk to me for like an hour." Sort of situation.
My mom has taught me some good like pressure points that might help with that. If you think that's something
She really mostly just wants us to like leave her very much alone. So I think she's dealing with that and the stress and all. But we can certainly get you a meal. I think we could have Elmo whip up some stew in the kitchen.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
That would be great.
I was waiting to see if it gave away the game earlier, but that was my clincher.
Oh no, we caught the Bert and Ernie.
Yeah, I was waiting to see if
Obviously.
anybody caught Sid.
Oh yeah, we got Sid too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Cookie Monster's real name is Sid.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I didn't know that.
Fun facts about Muppets with Audra in D&D.
Oh no. I didn't know.
Yeah, like a food would be great.
Yeah. Anyway, would you prefer to stay here? Is this comfortable? Would you like me to put you up in some lodgings? Like I say, some of the counselors aren't in residence, so I'm sure if we needed to put you up for a little bit, you wanted to take a nap, freshen up, anything like that, we could
A
put
nap
you in there.
sounds lovely, actually. It's
Sounds
been a very
so
long
long.
day getting here.
Yeah. Yeah. Why don't we take you over there?
Wonderful.
Just come with us, and we'll get you put up. And they will escort you, and they'll also kind of like nod at you two and be like, "This is a good chance. We'll show you. You guys probably haven't been to the counselor's quarters, right?"
Yeah.
Super
Yeah, that's
curious.
And they
Oh,
will.
great. We could postpone our game till later.
Yes.
It was lovely playing with you.
Yes, thank
Yes.
you so much. Lovely to meet both of you.
Dan's getting his butt kicked. I want to watch this.
I just want to say, wait, are we continuing the game or no?
It sounds like we'll be departing
Oh,
as soon as this storm clears.
I was really
up.
close to completing these twos, so
Does Minwoo have 2 twos?
yes.
Sloan is about to fly out of their skin over here.
We really. All right, food. Food sounds great. Yeah.
I love trout, cod, whatever,
Salmon,
salmon,
fish of some kind, obviously.
fresh,
It's
dried,
Fried.
crackers.
okay. Look, you guys seem pretty cool, so I'm just gonna let you in on the secret. There is only one. If you bribe Elmo, they've got a secret stockpile of lake kelp.
In the
They
notebook.
make
in the notebook.
they make
in the
a
notebook.
they make a crazy wakame salad.
Ooh.
Amazing.
It's not actually wakame because it's lake kelp, but you know it's the closest thing you're gonna get, like north of Candlekeep.
This is what we're here for.
That's amazing.
James is gonna murder me and throw me in the dumpster after this module. Just everything is a personal.
Like the way you said wakame in that voice, I could just perfectly picture Bert there. I was just like, oh, buddy.
I'm real good at painting a word picture. It's just not a good picture.
Oof.
Ah, the white boy trying so hard.
I went to Japan once.
Yeah, he's a walking stereotype.
Whew.
That is definitely going in the book.
Absolutely. Not that exactly. We wouldn't want to get.
No. I mean, just
but like
no.
the
I
fact
mean,
that
no.
There's
But
like a
Secret
some kind of
secret
fun
menu.
secrets
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
That.
Yeah, come on right this way. They will usher you around the counterclockwise direction of your hexagon to the southeastern corner, where there is this little protruding area. I'm double checking to see what you passed by, if anything of interest.
The stablas.
There doesn't seem to be a door into the stables from, but you could probably inside.
There is no door to the stables from the inside. It is only from the outside. You pass by there. They will point out
No
that they will
horses.
point out. You guys, did you? No, you guys. You guys have actually been down here before because that guards
where we
room.
entered.
That's where you entered.
Yeah.
So there's stables to one side. There's this guards room to the other side. I'm frantically scrambling because the way this map labeled things was incredibly. Oh, I see what they did. It's kind of dumb because it should have just gone in an order that it didn't go in. Anyway, it's fine.
I can't wait for the after dark hunt.
Yeah.
Guard room. I'm sorry, guys.
You're fine.
They lead you into a mess hall. It's a big old it's the big old mess hall or whatever, and they kind of point out a door. As you're entering in, they point out two doors. There's one that's like directly across from you. And they're like, so that leads into a tower, but then if you leg to your left there, that's gonna take you into the kitchens. But then over here, they duck you right into this little hallway, right off, right to the right of your entrance. And you see this little hallway of basically little, almost like dorm rooms, essentially. It's just this row of small little rooms. You see that 3 of them have like a green placard that's kind of been slotted into a little slot on the front of the door, and the other 7 have red placards. And so they go up to the first 2 on the one side that have red, pull the little card out, flip it around so that it is green, slot it in, hold up the pass keys, pop the doors open, just go, yeah, here you go. I don't know, I think there's only 1 bed each, so we'll just open up 2 of these for you, and you can stay here, take your time. For you guys, this is where we got 3 of the counselors currently in residence. Voss, Anderton, Jill Torbo, and Kriv Norixis. They're usually here throughout the year. And then when nobody else is in residence, we just use these for guests and visitors and things.
Do we ever have all of them filled?
Oh, I mean, occasionally when...
with counselors?
Oh yeah, no, when the Absolution Council is summoned, at, big periods when we're hearing cases and things like that, sometimes all 10 of them will be here, especially if it's one of the older prisoners who's been around for a long time, because, to be perfectly honest, most of them at this point don't, ask to be seen by the council. They know they're never getting out, but, the lower your number is, the longer you've been here and probably the worse your crime at this point, so, they'll come down for the big ones.
When was the last time that happened? That must have been something.
Oh, 20 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
That all 10 of them were here. We do Absolution Council every 6 months to a year, but
not for one of the big ones.
yeah, no.
Sure.
It's been a pretty long time.
Wow.
Writing notes and drawing pictures.
Huh. Well, I think I smell food.
If you just want to pop in, the mess hall is for the prison staff and any guests. You might occasionally see a prisoner get walked through. Some of them who are on real good behavior get to do work duty in the kitchens instead of chopping ice outside or emptying privies, things like that. So, but don't worry, they're the innocuous, thieves, basic forgery, tax evasion, that type.
Very serious.
I'm astonished that people of that low caliber are here.
Look, tax evasion is taken very seriously throughout Faerun. I don't know if you've ever been to Neverwinter, but their accountants are and Baldur's Gate, don't even get started on Baldur's Gate. They literally have infernal contracts with the IRS, the Infernal Revenue Service. Can't get anything by them.
I avoid tax people as much as possible.
Yeah, same.
Well, just adjusting their collar,
All right. Well, let's get our guests to some food, right?
Just hey Elmo, you got any of the special? Massive, way too obvious wink. And you hear a bunch of grumbling, and you see a halfling pops out from the kitchen. He is absolutely that guy who only does arm day. Top half ripped, bottom half nothing.
He's lifting all those pots and pans.
Yeah,
Gorilla.
he's got a little apron on, and he comes out, and he just assesses you guys, looks at Bert and just goes, Are they cool? Y'all cool?
Absolutely.
Very cool.
I am the coolest.
That is true.
Yeah, great. Grab a table. I'll get you something.
You're gonna go sit at a table.
And he eventually brings you out 4 bowls of some kind of like kind of fish soup looking thing with some greens in it and some broth, and it doesn't look like the worst. There is a side of, you guessed it, crackers.
Oh my goodness.
Saltines, hey.
Healthy. Get your greens in.
It does have the most varied flavor profile of any of the food you've eaten here so far, since it's not fish on crackers.
This is great, Emma. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just taking notes about the food.
When we do our like survey cards afterward, we should put in a good word for Elmo.
Of course.
Just great service.
Yeah.
Very friendly.
Absolutely. Deserves
Lovely.
a raise.
So, you have now made your way to the mess hall.
How close are people who could hear us?
There is pretty much no one else in here. There's Elmo, who is banging around in the kitchen, swearing in...
Halfling?
No?
Are Bert and Ernie
No.
still here?
No, they left. They've got to go to the rounds. So you're pretty much alone.
You know, it occurs to me that if we're staying in the barracks, that's a floor down from the office.
Oh no, I have to go get my bag.
Are you okay?
See, okay, I don't know.
think prison has broken.
It took one day.
You're not even a prisoner.
I know I'm a guard. It's such a tough job. No, I mean, like, I'm not. I don't know why I was put on this job, okay? I'm usually muscle.
I think that's why you're put on this job.
I think
Because if
you're
we
doing.
need
I think you're doing great so far.
No, really,
Just,
you
like,
are.
Tone it down a little bit with the.
I mean, I'm trying to act the part. Like, do you see some of these guards? They're very. Ugh.
Yeah, but some of them also really aren't. Some of them are more like how you are right now, right?
Just like a guy. Like a regular guy.
Yeah.
A regular guy.
Uh-oh.
So these are from the deck of uninspiration. Because I'm tired of these shenanigans.
Oh God.
We're going to die!
Right or left?
Which one's gonna kill us?
Why would I give you something negative when I could give you something that might help you, but hilariously?
You're left.
This one?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am going to say that you may pick who is going to get this before you look at it. But you can choose amongst the 4 of you who is going to take it. It might affect everyone, it might affect just one person, but that's because the deck of uninspiration varies. That's why you have to pick first.
I did the
I was like, yeah.
shenaniganery. Do you want to
Go for
read it?
It doesn't
I mean, look, everybody's
Take
done
it.
shenanigans. What did you get?
Barkeep disguise. When this card is drawn, you are affected by the disguise self spell for 1 hour, and you look like the last barkeep you encountered. It's totally Dave.
Suddenly, in the midst of this whole conversation about how you could just be a guy, Sloan, you just suddenly, like, you feel, because you probably, like, there's a certain feel that these spells have, or whatever, you just kind of feel, and you look down, and you now have tattoos, but they're very different tattoos from the one you have.
I think my disguise self tattoo kind of just like glitches.
Yeah, it like distorts and
working too
warps. And now you are a tall human-ish looking dude with a side shave covered in like weird cult symbols, who you all recognize as Dave the bartender from.
So yeah, it's a little less, a little more just you.
Sloan, I think.
Sloan?
What?
Okay, cool, it is still you.
Okay. I think maybe you are glitching and like there's a bit of a malfunction happening.
A malfunction.
How do you feel right now? Could you stand up?
Feel. Sloan stands up. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Do we have hats or helmets?
There's gotta be something in
Which
the
do you
briefcase.
want to have? Okay.
No. Look at yourself, I think is what he's trying to.
Oh, it's
It's a
Dave!
friendly face.
Why do you look like Dave?
I don't know.
Cool.
Okay. And I'm gonna open up the bird crystal holding, and I'm gonna take out from my artisan's tool, my tinkerer's tools. I'm gonna take out one of my needles, and just start like trying to adjust.
But maybe because maybe we can use this, right? Dave's a face that, in theory, nobody has seen yet.
Yeah, Risha goes real pale when you start poking at yourself with a needle.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Put Dave
Cool,
in
cool.
a guard uniform, maybe.
Fine.
Can you give Dave the like Cliff Notes version of the?
Yeah, and we're right by the guards room here. Also.
Dave.
Perfect. Yeah, no, that's great.
Very
I'll
good.
be a regular guy.
Regular.
I'll be a regular guy too.
We'll be regular guys. And I will
Regular
quickly run off
guys.
into the guards room. Is there any
Can you? Oh, I don't.
additional...
You're looking for like uniforminess.
Can we?
There's not like a full uniform in the guards room, but you could definitely pass off a new cadet,
Okay.
much like you guys did. Yes, now
Sorry.
speak. Sorry.
No.
Resolving
I was
things one
thinking
at a time.
maybe we can leave Theo in the rooms to make it sound like we're, snoring away in the rooms or whatever.
I mean, I can make it sound like we're in our rooms
Oh yeah. got
very easily.
magical tinkering.
Great.
Pulls a very, very heavily modified animatronic imp out of the briefcase. I kept one of these.
Wait.
Why?
It was there, and it was cool. Well, it was almost cool. Okay.
And now it's cool.
Now it's cool.
Correct answer, I guess.
It's like a little wind-up toy. Yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah. I'm Dave.
Just a regular guy.
You were trying to prevent
Just
shenanigans?
a regular guy.
No! I was trying to see what would happen.
I love this shit.
Switch it up a bit.
Gods.
All right, well, we should get this new cadet to the barracks to get outfitted,
Let me show.
as well as this new cadet.
Yeah. I'm gonna shift
Oh.
into just a real boring, like a little bit lanky looking elf, like probably like very young first day chipper. We're ready to go.
Oh, so you're all of like 45?
Oh, golly.
It's my first time out of the forest.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Young wood elf. Got it.
I'm gonna hop into the rooms that we were given. I'm gonna slide some magical tinkering discs off of that necklace, which is in the briefcase of holding. And I'm gonna. I need a second because I don't remember exactly what I can do with these things.
I think you can have 3 active at a time.
Yes, I can, but I don't remember the. Okay. Boop, boop, boop.
And I will go ahead and say, while this is getting looked up, that for the purposes of this, there is this anti-magic field that you will have to pass through to get into this. For the purposes of the way the DUI functions, this disguised self spell will not be affected by that.
Okay.
So you will be able to remain as Dave as you pass through, but you are also stuck as Dave for an hour.
Okay. That's fine.
Which anti-magic field?
So you guys are down in that section with the little slots, right?
Right.
In order to get into the central tower, you have to pass through the anti-magic field that surrounds it. All of the red is the anti-magic.
Including the hallway?
Yeah, because
hallway's not.
there isn't anything on the hallways as far as like
just-
the magic
let
field
me-
goes.
Looks like it's just. in
Sorry,
the
let me look
cells.
again. Oh no, I'm sorry. As long as you go through one of the 4 main hallways, that is restricted. I apologize. I was looking at a different map that doesn't have it marked in the same way.
Hilarious.
No worries.
So the disc can I will do 2 discs.
Okay.
The first disc is a non-verbal sound, and it's
Snoring?
I wasn't gonna make us sleep because it's like the afternoon.
Page flipping,
I guess page flipping, and
or
then
like writing, scripting, something.
page flipping and scribbling, and then the second is like a recorded message. No, that's loud. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I guess I'll just do 1 page
That's fine.
flipping, and scribbling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just enough to sound like there's some sort of vague movement happening inside.
Someone is in
rustling.
Yeah.
Maybe the second one is like footsteps intermittently.
Sure. Easy enough. Totally able to do that. So,
And I will change into the guard's uniform.
yeah, you don't really have a full uniform. It's more of the like tucking everything unnecessary into the briefcase so that they can pass you off as, this guy was late and missed orientation, so we're gonna walk him through.
Got it.
And
Okay.
get him his stuff.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
And
Let's go.
you're, and you are, okay, so we've got Chippy the Elf and Fake Dave.
Fave. I'm Fave.
Fave, there we go. Chippy the Elf and Fave.
Fabian.
Favorite new kids cartoon.
Dan the Guard
Fave.
is leading them. And Risha, are you also going with? So that
Sure.
you can do a sneaky sneak?
Just regular Risha.
Risha has never given a fake name because they've been very careful to let Dan do all of the talking.
That's gonna get hard now.
No,
Dave and
Dan
Dan.
and Fave. That's fine. All right. Heading to the tower?
Yes.
Yeah.
Head into the tower.
You head to the tower. You see that there are quite a few more of the guards kind of passing through the hallways. Like, you're only going a pretty short distance, but you notice more traffic in the hallways. Again, this looks like it's a lot of, like, people are still kind of settling, checking in, trying to figure out, like, where they need to be and what they actually need to be doing. You pop in. There's a handful of guards kind of on the ground in that interior circle, kind of doing head count, kind of checking in on the prisoners who are down there. I'm assuming you're just going path of least resistance, so popping out through this guard's room and then just straight up the south hallway. You head into the security tower. Give me a luck check to see if Ricky and Bobby are in there, or if
And
things have
Who?
shifted.
who does the roll?
Oh, it's gotta be Min Woo. Because I love making James roll luck checks.
18.
18.
Oh.
You see 2 guards that you do not recognize. There's a very, like, tired-looking lady dwarf and a equally tired-looking male elf who are just kind of sitting there, and they're like at these security consoles, and it looks like they're just kind of like frantically flipping through all of like the security views on these different consoles, like just checking. There's probably supposed to be like 4 more people here helping them, but there's only the 2 of them right now, so they're very distracted.
Yeah, just give a very regular Grover, Abby, and then just keep going up the stairs.
Hi, hello. Very excited to work with you.
Yeah, okay. Nice to meet you. Does not even look up. You head up the stairs to the first level above, which is the barracks. And sorry, this is
As he's voguing over here.
you see Eula is in the barracks. Looks like gathering stuff, you know, kind of resetting from the orientation. Give me an insight check.
18.
Wow.
18. This is that weird manic energy when someone who is incredibly upset about the way protocol was not followed needs to do something else so that they don't just start like punching walls. This is somebody who is anger cleaning.
Minwoo will walk up and start putting away some chairs, just stacking up.
No! Yeah.
Oh, hey,
Hi.
ma'am, or
Yeah.
ma'am, just helping clean up. You okay? And I'll just like trying to pull the attention away from these three.
Yeah. She looks and she's like, I've never had a new cadet try to help with the cleanup before. And frankly, it's kind of refreshing, especially after that just absolute debacle of, you were in orientation this morning. What does slide 55 distinctly say about riots?
Distinctly says about riots. Slide 55 says that we must keep a calm and orderly fashion.
Exactly, calm and orderly. And she just starts like losing it in this like spew of just rage at how much, just shrieking about how the protocol was broken and how nothing was to order. Everybody else give me stealth checks. It's a fairly low DC. She's very distracted.
And while she's doing that, I'm just gonna pivot around towards the table with some of the leftover water and like pour two glasses so that way her attention gets the back. And it's like, yeah, I totally understand. Younger folk, they...
See, thank you. This is why I'm saying we should recruit from the older generation. Like, they're so perfectly capable and they understand reading comprehension.
Well, I mean, for sure, and I understand that after time, this was learned after years of living out there.
Precisely. Yeah, you, having finally found your just a guy groove, you are able to succinctly distract Eula. And the other three of you make it up the stairs to the next level.
I rolled a 19, by the way.
Yes.
16.
That one.
That one. Two of you make it upstairs.
That's what I want to do. I like crash into a pile of chairs, immediately start cleaning it up.
Yeah, you fully trip over your feet. And
I'm so sorry. I was trying to help. I saw Mr. Dan really trying, and I was very inspired. And
Oh, baby! Aw, Chippy!
What is your base charisma? I don't
my
know.
base charisma
Yeah,
is
what
the
is-
17.
Yeah, okay. I'm not even gonna make you roll because Eula also rolled a nat 1. So she sees you immediately start like panicking and trying to help and just like bursts into tears,
Oh,
like
no.
angry tears
Mr.
of
Dan,
just
what
like
do we do?
freaking out, like
Oh, whoa.
cannot handle all of what's happening right now.
Hey, it's all right. We're gonna clean this all up, and we're gonna drink some water. And I think I want to say, of all the places I've worked, this orientation has been the most in-depth and the most detail-oriented. I know exactly how. If I want.
It's not that hard. It's prime numbers, and then it's quadratic equation, and then it's multiples divided by the square root of their opposing Fibonacci sequence number. I don't know why everyone has a hard time understanding. Yeah.
No, it's beautiful, sister.
Even when I make the shittiest NPCs, this is what happens.
We treat them with kindness.
She's such a precious bean!
Okay, so Rish and Sloan, or Fave, you make it to the next level up. Jesus Christ.
Do you need anything? Should I ask anyone to come help you?
Oh, yeah. Chippy, if you wouldn't mind just heading upstairs, making sure that, making sure that folks aren't coming down.
Of course,
seeing this-
absolutely.
Yeah, no.
Head up the stairs.
It's okay.
The doors to the next level up lead you into the Hall of Absolution. You know this is the Hall of Absolution because there is a giant banner hanging over a long table with 10 chairs on it that says, Hall of Absolution.
That does make it easier, yes.
And you can see that in this room, there's this long table, there's all of these chairs, there's some other chairs that are facing the table, kind of arranged along the exterior walls, and then to the right and left of... Am I doing this right? Yes. The door that you come through comes out right behind the table, and then to the right and left of where you have come out, to the sides of the table, are 2 more doors.
And so left as we're facing the table is what we would see on our map as warden, and right would be the office.
Use cardinal directions, please.
Oh, so east, so northeast and southeast. So the northeast would be warden and southeast would be office.
Yeah, I had to turn
Correct.
the map sideways
Yes.
in order to see what I was doing.
Yes, you have come through the door that on your map is to the west,
Got it.
and then there are doors to the north and south. The northeast is what is labeled as warden, and the southeast is what is labeled as office.
Okay.
All right, I want to exchange a look with Sloan and be like, I'm going to see if she's in the office, because that's where the ledger is supposed to be. I'm trying to whisper without being inaudible.
Yeah, no, please go ahead and speak in your
Yes.
performance voices, but we know everyone is being quiet.
Yes, I am whispering.
Would you like to go ahead and give me a perception check to see if you notice anything going on?
Sure.
And I'm just keeping watch.
That's a 19. I want to listen at the office door to see if I can, I don't know, hear someone having a panic attack behind the door or something. Whatever's going on with the warden. I don't know if she's in her office or her room.
Right. You're listening at the office door. You
Yes.
said? You hear some noise. It does not sound like it is coming from behind this door.
Okay. I'm gonna carefully try the knob.
Looking to see. The door opens. Or the knob turns.
Okay. I'm gonna immediately pause and back up a little bit. Sloan, can you check to make sure there's not any magical traps or any shit like that?
I can totally do that. Yeah.
Investigation.
I wasn't gonna. And 7.
7.
We can use a beat. Use a beady.
Bit.
As they say over on
Everything's fine!
as they say over on the Hero Zone, time to feed Biddy. It might be magical, but it also might not be magical.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
At the first level.
Okay.
Is it magical?
This door, nothing magic about it.
Thank you.
Nothing's magical.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And just for extra precaution, Risha's going to think for a second and then swirl their staff over their head and pass without a trace over themselves.
Great. You are passing without trace.
Indeed. And then pull the door handle down and carefully push it open as quietly as possible.
Okay.
Leaning so that my little cloud of shadow is over the hinges as well.
A heavy desk stands in the middle of the room with parchment, quills, and ink at the ready, and 5 heavy wooden cabinets line the eastern wall.
I would like to, just really under my breath, whisper a prayer to Agma, the god of knowledge, and just say, "Oh fuck, Agma, just where the fuck is this fucking book?" And I'd like to use the guiding light card.
Yes. Just for curiosity and flavor, does Sloan have any particular relationship or affinity to Agma? It's okay if not. I'm just for flavor.
Their mentor was not like a devotee, one of those people who goes to church 3 times a year.
Yeah.
So
goes on the high holiday of knowledge and the founding of the world
yeah,
celebration.
yeah. So it's
Yeah.
sort of culturally Ogman,
Sure.
I guess you'd say.
No, that makes sense. A little bit of understanding of the vibe.
Yes.
Absolutely. You kind of whisper this little half a prayer, asking for help, and you feel a little bit of that glow, the sense of community, the few times that you went with your mentor to these events where it wasn't so much about the religion, it was about the people who were there, because we also just got a raid from second class elitists.
Hello, friends! Welcome! We're about to try to find a freaking ledger.
Yeah, we've broken into a prison to try to steal some records so that we can convince a prisoner to give up their magical tattoo key. Everything's fine.
But it's great.
Nothing's weird. Everything's fine.
But yeah, you feel the sense, you kind of remember some of the like calm and some of the community, and you look up and you see that the fourth cabinet is glowing. Just a little bit.
I will send a message to Risha. The fourth cabinet, it's in there.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Holy shit!
It's never not weird.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Right behind you. You think
Like,
you
actually-
realize that the hair is not standing up on your breast, and then you turn and Chippy's right there.
Shh. And just like slink over toward the fourth cabinet to try to find what we're looking for.
Okay.
Carefully pull it open.
It does not open. It is locked.
And Risha sighs and reaches into a pocket and pulls out thieves' tools.
Yep. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I'm just double checking if there's anything else. Yeah, no, none of this is magical for some inexplicable reason. I would have enchanted this, but I didn't get the module.
As I'm gonna start working on this lock.
Cool. Give me that thieves' tools check.
Nat 20.
That definitely beats the DC. Yeah, you go, oh yeah, one of these. Pop it right open.
And just like put my tools away.
You see that this cabinet is filled, in fact, with a bunch of ledgers.
Risha's ear just flattened against their head is like.
You can see that one of them seems to be glowing just a little bit.
I will direct Risha to which one it is via message.
Left? Right?
Yeah, a little more right, a little more right. Yep. Oh, too far. A little more. Yep. There you go.
Grab it, pull it out.
Gemma Chippy. Did you follow them into this room? Or
Oh
were you
no, I'm gonna sit outside and
Okay.
keep an eye on the wardens.
Oh yeah, I was like outside, like
Yeah.
in the room. More.
Yeah, no, I think you're like kind of watching through the door to help direct things. With
Yeah,
it.
Keeping an eye on some staircases and
Go
other.
ahead and give me a perception check since you're
entrances.
over there.
Okay, that's not the worst I rolled today. 18.
18. Double checking. Yeah. So, you are hearing what sounds like a conversation happening behind the warden's door.
Yeah, we're getting closer to that.
One voice definitely sounds like the warden. You spoke to Warden Marta Marthanis a little bit. You can't totally make out the words, but you can like hear a little bit of conversation, and then you hear another voice speaking and responding in a different language.
Comprehend languages.
It is Dwarvish.
Okay.
Oh no.
You're getting this back and forth. Again, you're only picking up little bits here and there, but what you kind of pick up is that it sounds like two drunk girls at a bar reminiscing, but specifically reminiscing about some crazy, like, it's very much like, and then when you just like threw it at the dragon and we were like, what are we doing? Ah, no, I mean, what else was I supposed to do? Just let the dragon, and just like drunk girls at a bar,
Oh yeah.
but recounting some epic adventure battle.
This is it.
Don't text your ex.
Oh my.
But yeah, it doesn't seem like it seems very preoccupied. It doesn't sound like there is any hint that they have
there a
detected that you guys.
Crack under the door, like if I like looked through, could I see feet?
High or low?
Wow.
The lowest I could have possibly rolled, so good call. Yeah, there's a little bit of a crack. You absolutely can get down. You look. There is one person in this room.
Do I I see Gemma doing this?
You see Gemma just fully get on the floor and like press their eye up to the crack of the door.
Gemma, what the fuck is going on? She's talking to herself.
And now for everybody who can't hear the mic.
Oh,
Talking to herself. What?
she's just, it's just her in there, but she's having a full-on drunk girl conversation.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
You have pulled this ledger out that you've been indicated to by Sloan. You doing anything with it, or just, or any of the other ledgers that are in here?
How big is it?
It's hefty.
Ugh. Like, heft it in both, because I'm size small. Heft it in both hands, just like, ugh, fuck this. But pull it open and, like, scan through quickly.
This ledger, this is a very classic, for those of you who know this reference, you're welcome, and for those who don't, Wikipedia, sorry. This is like an 1800s prison ledger where it is just lines of like the tiniest perfect script, and everything is itemized where it is like name, where they came from, what they were sentenced to, number they were issued, but it's all just in this tiny script on these single lines. Everything is detailed out. And then between some of the leaves at certain points, there are these stacks of papers that have been slid in that are death certificates for anyone who has ever died within the prison. Every single one of them is identical, except for the name. They all list the death as natural.
Reaching out and pauses on that, like, bullshit.
Yeah. But throughout these lines, and again, like, it's these tiny little lines. You do see like notations or like gaps that are left for additional notations where like there's kind of, you know, enough for like prisoner appealed and was not granted absolution, prisoner sentence was commuted, prisoner, you know, attempted to escape it, or like there's these little tiny notes. But this is a incredibly concise but detailed record of everybody who has ever been through this prison.
I flip toward the front of the book and look for 13.
You see a record of a dwarf from the Axebreaker clan named Corder Glintstone, who was convicted of high treason, theft, and a slew of other crimes. Has never applied for a hearing with the Absolution Council. Like, basically no other notes other than was booked in as prisoner 13. That's it.
Okay. Close the book and head toward the door, hefting this massive tome.
Wait.
Yes, please. Thank you.
I'm just gonna flip through it and like toward the beginning of the book and just look at everything. Just like try to commit as much as I can. to
Keen mind
memory.
feat.
Just for like
What are you doing?
2 minutes straight. Shh. Okay, we can go.
Jesus. It's heavy.
Are you still on the floor?
I like experimentally flick at the bracelet around my wrist to try to get her attention.
Reaction.
Cool.
For the listeners at home, we're all wildly gesturing at Gemma, trying to get her away from the door so we can leave.
Yeah, in 6 months when we finally upload this as a podcast.
Yeah, well. I'll be like, right, who has the briefcase? We need to get it out of here without being seen.
Keep it or did I?
May I,
I think the briefcase is probably with...
yeah, I will just take
in
it.
the
I will
room,
like
but-
shove it into my clothes,
Yeah.
and you can't see it because I'm disguised self.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness, that's so brilliant.
that's great.
Okay, let's
Go.
going downstairs.
You make it down a level, you see that Minwoo is now like sitting like in a very deep conversation with this she's gotten herself together, but she's also recognized like you've witnessed her at her worst now. There's no point in trying to pretend that she's still so buttoned up, and so you guys are now just having a very intensive conversation where she's explaining like, look, I am open to adjustments to the protocols, but we can't figure out if adjustments need to be made if we don't test them as they're written first, you see? And I just, we bring in all of these young, I get it, there's no prospects in Icewind Dale, I understand, but like, could we at least vet our recruits? And
Oh, so good.
yeah. Do you want to disrupt this, or do you just want to like catch Minwoo's eye?
Honestly, Risha staying to the shadows and staying very much in there still, pass without a trace, and just like skulking firm for the door.
Sort of like.
And I will extend it to include them, because for the duration, as long as they're within 30 feet, I can choose them.
Do you want Minwoo to know that you're there? Because if I'm gonna have you roll stealth checks.
Yes.
Against his perception as well as hers.
No, I think we sent him a message.
So smart. Love that. Wow. I gotta send it while I'm in the room, though.
That's fine.
Okay.
You can kind of whisper it under your breath.
Okay. But like, okay. Minwoo, we're ready to go. See if you can close that conversation.
Cool. Go ahead and give me stealth checks for the funsies, because I love hearing the absolutely insane numbers that Pass Without Trace provides.
So what do we do with that?
You add plus 10.
28.
28.
That is an 18 for me.
27.
Okay.
I rolled a 3. I get an 18 out of it.
Damn.
You're very focused on making sure that your friends get through, and yeah. But no, you get the message, so you know that this is wrapped. You can easily at this point find a way to extricate yourself just by putting on that like, it's time to go back to work vibe if you so choose.
I did want to say that I relocked the cabinet.
Okay.
After retrieving the
desired legend.
yes, because I don't want it to be I don't want there to be the hue and the cry immediately.
Fair enough.
No, I completely and totally agree. There should be some vetting process for whoever comes through here. But additionally, I'm wondering if there's any incentive to come to... Oh, goodness gracious. Speaking of protocol.
Oh, golly, is it...
I have to return back to my shift.
Is it the 15? I'm so sorry. Yes, thank you for checking me. I can't make any arguments about protocol unless I myself am following it, and I should get back to my post.
Hey, Is Eula human?
I believe so. Let me double check.
Hey, we're humanoid.
We're all humanoid.
We're all humanoid.
Ah.
We all make mistakes, and we aspire to follow the protocol, but sometimes just need to have a glass of water and clean up the room, right?
Yes. Well, room's clean. Time to get on with things.
Certainly. Ma'am,
Sir. See you
walks off. See you around. If you ever need anyone to talk to.
Noted. Don't mention this to anyone, if you don't mind. I'd rather they didn't know about this until I rip them a new one in our next council meeting.
Certainly.
Thank you.
All right, ma'am.
Where are you guys heading down
How
to
are we
convene?
getting this?
Guys. Where are you?
There's these weird like shadows in the room.
Not saying much. You're in a spooky prison.
I have a passive perception of 11.
Just meet us back at the council of rooms.
I want to like ghost brush.
Just freak him out. Just freak him out.
You meet back at the borrowed rooms down in the counselor's quarters.
Turn off
area.
the ambient sound, the white noise.
Yeah.
All right, I still have this up, and as long as I don't go into the cell, it should stay up.
Okay. So do we just, I don't know, slide it through the bars?
They will not be able. Sorry, I'm checking.
No, you're fine.
Continue talking.
Well, I'm thinking that
Are they bars or are they are there bars on the front? Right.
Yeah,
It's not like
it's
plexi
open
or
because that's how you
something?
don't get any privacy in
Okay.
this place. Yeah.
Not like a plastic magneto.
That would be cool.
Yeah. He's fine.
He's fine.
Continue.
If I'm able to get just like a minute where I know no one's looking, I can get the book through the bars to her.
It's gonna be hard. Especially right now. But if we can get in there and ask her to cause a distraction, then we can get into it.
Risha, roll me a d20.
6.
6.
Don't like that smile.
You did see as you passed through that Abby and Grover had been joined by 2 more guards at the consoles.
There's currently 4 people on consoles. I don't know if he's able to cause a distraction from in there.
What's the schedule? When's the next time?
Just turn and look at Minwoo.
All right, based on slide 14, we should.
You know that the schedule is not currently active
It's
because of the
currently
riot.
Because of the riot.
So everything's on more of a lockdown.
But I did just have a conversation with head guard Eula.
Mm-hmm.
Have they taken their 15 yet?
We got 4 guards to.
That's a good question. If they haven't taken their 15 and you 3 go in and say, go take your 15.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that.
I just really appreciated everyone has gotten on board with the speed math of this. You know, sometimes we unionize the employees and sometimes we just make everything a math problem.
You know?
I think we intended. We didn't state it, but I got a uniform when we went up to the barracks, right?
I will say that you could have grabbed uniforms and things.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, I think that plan could work.
Let's try it.
Do you?
I mean,
Yeah.
Gemma can tell me through bracelet if y'all are able to.
It's true.
If y'all are able to keep them at least. If you're able to get them out of there.
Everybody give me an intelligence check because I have found the obvious thing that you guys are all skirting around and I just want to be able to tell you, but I don't have an NPC to tell it to you.
14.
8.
10, 2.
How did I get the high number? Jesus Christ.
There are 4 guards
In the thing.
in the
There are
thing,
4 of
and there are
us.
4 of you.
That's what I said earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to drop pass without a trace. If I don't have to.
Do you need pass without a trace if there's no guards watching?
Fair point.
And I would be able to, if I stepped outside into this area, I would be able to. No, because she's still in the cell.
But we just pass it through the cell.
And as long as I don't have anything up, I can just like reach through.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Yep.
Yeah,
Let's do
so
it.
I'll go ahead and drop
Yeah.
pass without a trace because you're correct. I don't need it if no one's looking.
As you said, it's almost 10.
Okay, we take the briefcase. We're gonna put
with the ledger in it.
Okay, and you're gonna hold it.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
White noise back on.
And head for the security area, the surveillance area.
Okay, you head back in.
Hello, fellow guards.
Dial it down, dial it down.
Hello,
Yeah.
I'm Guard Dan.
Yeah, you just walked through here like 5 minutes ago. What's up?
Have you taken your 15 yet? We all know how Head Guard Eula feels about following protocol and making sure we get our 15. If you have not taken your 15, that is breaking union rules, which
Dan
was
is the
presented
new-
on slide 37.
Dan is the new head of the union. I'm Faith, by the way.
Yes, but according to the handbook, when we're under riot protocols, 15s are waived. How long have you been working here?
Today.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a pass on not knowing that one, buddy. It's pretty
pretty deep in there. It's pretty deep in
yeah,
there.
I mean, it's probably in the slide. Honestly, I don't know. It's been a while since I've been through the slides, so it might get kind of glossed.
Yeah. Well, I do want to say, as your fellow guard, I want to make sure that you all are getting your proper rest. I know it's a high tension moment. Have you had any water in the past couple of
Hours.
hours?
The guard, who is a Triton, kind of just looks at one of the other guards.
I mean, I don't want
to.
to speak for you, but you do look a little parched.
What's the play here? Like, what's up? Are you just... Did you get assigned to, like, privy duty and you're just trying to get out? Like, what's going on, man?
Well, I mean, Head Guard Eula said to, really take initiative. Go around. See all the different,
Oh my god, I hate it when they're so excited. We'll break you of that soon.
Don't you agree, Chippy?
I definitely agree. I'm very excited to learn everything. I'm also excited. You say privies like it's a bad thing, but you can learn so many things about people.
Group persuasion check. Because they rolled a nat 20 on their insight for the breaks.
No.
Ooh, 19.
I mean, how are we gonna beat it 20 with?
No, that was for their insight to know that you were lying about the breaks thing, or that the breaks thing was made up. This is to just convince them that...
Is it a persuasion check, or or is it a deception check?
So far, you have not given them an excuse for what you want to do. If you guys had responded to the privies thing about, like, yes, we're just trying to get a sweeter job, I would let you do deception. You have not done that, so it's just persuasion to convince them that there's a good reason to go along with this plan.
23.
23. 19.
Flat 10.
Flat 10.
That's 4.
So let's add to that 10.
Shoulder shot.
Continue
Gone to the ether.
James tradition
I
of eating
catch
them into
them.
the nether.
I
never.
catch them. I
You
didn't
don't
throw
catch
them.
You haven't caught them when I've thrown them at you yet.
I've been trying new things to see how spicy I can be. 15.
15. Collectively, they just look at you and go, yeah, okay, where are you supposed to be?
Privy duty.
That's what I was...
But I'm fine to take care of it as long as you're taking care of yourself. In this moment.
You know what? Tell you what. We'll go take care of the privies, and then we're gonna take a 20-minute smoke break, and you all are not going to put that on the books. Cool?
Cool.
Put what on the books?
Yeah.
Great. Have fun. They showed you how to work all the scanners?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Great. God. Oh, man, this is the new crop of recruits. Oh, boy. The Triton rounds up Grover and Abby and the other halfling who had been sent in here, and they all truck out, leaving you alone.
When you know what they want, you can bargain.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it like 5 minutes to make sure they are well out. Just like, not able to sit still, just like pacing back and forth.
Bouncing off the walls.
Mm-hmm. And like as soon as that count is done in my head, I'm like, okay, give me the book. Thank you.
Okay.
And I'm going to zip.
Okay. You head over to Prisoner 13's cell. Let's see how much attention she's paying. Oh, yeah. She is, like, sitting there watching.
Like,
She knows someone's coming.
I'm gonna bop out to where I can Oh no, I can't message her. Never mind.
No, yeah.
God damn
But
it.
you currently have no other surveillance, so as long as nobody else walks in here, you guys... The only other people who are going to see you are the other prisoners.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
So...
Which, who knows how much capital that'll have, but also she runs the prison, so just like hold it up, shove it through the bars.
No,
It's heavy.
it's not so bad.
It is when you're tiny.
Eh? How much you lift?
Not that much.
Maybe time to start, yeah? So what brings you in with the rest of this group?
Job.
Isn't it always?
Yeah.
Right, well, I will need some time.
I think we had a deal.
Yeah, I will need some time.
How much?
15, 20 minutes.
Fucking hell.
I memorize quickly. What? I can take longer if you want me to take longer.
Rather you were quicker, but I'm not gonna keep interrupting you.
Are we gonna have to put this thing back?
Probably.
That is up to you guys. But she will not let it stay in here, and if you try to leave it with her, she will dime you out.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because she doesn't want to get caught with it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go and just like be hovering just under an outcropping of the tower so that I'm not immediately visible from the doors as people are coming in, if people come through, because even with riot protocol, someone should still be on rotation and poke their head in periodically.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So
I'm trying not to be immediately visible.
sure. Let's just do some checks to see if anybody else comes through. There is one set of guards who comes through and does the appropriate, like, walk in, lap the security tower, and leave. Because that was a natural 20. However, I'm going to be nice and say that it was Bert. And so he just kind of, like, clocks you and just kind of, like, gives you the nod and whatever and just keeps going. After about 17 minutes...
Risha's just sweating.
Risha, what is happening?
She's memorizing the fucking book.
You just hear the thunk of the book hitting the floor.
Oh, thank God. Dart forward, grab it. Right.
You're good at drawing, yes? You have magic? Best way to replicate.
And Risha's going to, like, think for a second and then clap their hands together and pull up Minor Illusion.
Great, it will take you 10 minutes. Get going.
I hate you so much.
I did not get where I am by being liked, as you can clearly see.
It's gonna take me 10 minutes to, like...
You need 10 minutes, and you have to beat an Arcana check to correctly replicate this magical rune for a functional key. That's actually in the book.
Okay, at that point I'm gonna, like, look up at the tower.
Risha, what the fuck?
Get down here.
Okay, you get the fuck up here.
Deal, I'll trade you.
Okay. Zoop, zoop, zoop.
Minwoo, you were saying something about protocol in here, right? Like protocol and everything. One of these suckers absolutely has Years of Our Unlives playing on that.
Oh, jeez.
I think we can use that.
I think we can. How do I document this? Takes out its little notebook. Okay, so we have Abby, we have Grover, we have BB,
Kermit and Fozzie.
Kermit and Pause.
Fozzie, Kermit. Yeah, okay, so we had those four, so one of those.
Yeah. Fozzie's the Triton, obviously. Sloan, you make your way over and you see that person is just kind of standing here, like holding her fingers, like basically like right at the edge of where if she pushed it through, it would break the anti-magic barrier. He's like,
Go.
That.
Okay, get, go.
Copy that. I need to get this. I'm gonna get this back. Oh shit. Okay.
she looks and she glances at your arm and she goes, nice tattoos.
Oh, she winked at me. Oh my god.
Now it takes you 15 minutes to finish.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna start copying down the tattoo.
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check to see how effectively you are able to copy this tattoo, but I'm going to let you do it with advantage because you yourself have magical tattoos.
Thank you.
That's why I called you.
What are you doing?
Getting back up into the tower and taking stock. Is Eula still up in that like a room above us?
We're out.
Odds or evens?
Evens.
Yes.
Fuck.
I look like Dave.
Doesn't matter. She knows. She knows at this point. I'm gonna look at Gemma and be like, I can't get this back in there with. We'll drop it off on the guard tower on the way out.
Is there like a glass of water or something in here?
Oh yeah.
Okay, great. I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna head up the stairs.
Okay.
And like nod to Eula and then keep heading up the stairs with the glass of water.
She just kind of nods back, kind of like raises an eyebrow and is like, Orden upstairs?
Someone said that she was and that she was maybe having a panic attack, so I just want her to be hydrated when she comes out, ma'am.
Okay, she normally doesn't like to be disturbed, so just like leave it on the table.
I'm just gonna leave it on the door.
Yeah, just leave it by the door.
Right
Yeah,
there.
great.
Okay. Keep going.
Cool.
I got a
my
16.
God, all right.
You pass.
Yes, motherfucker.
You are able to replicate the details that are needed to be able to replicate this.
Also, I now memorized it. I just
Yes.
want to say that. Keep in mind.
Yep. Yeah. Cool. You do that. You're gonna just. How are you going to drop off this book?
So I put the glass down by the door. I open the door. I get out my thieves' tool. Go to the cabinet.
This is what we bang things into, not intelligence. Just tool.
I'm just laughing because I'm like, yeah, when I like force you with time pressure, you get so much done.
Funny
give
how
me
that works.
a thieves' tool check.
Okay. Okay. That is an 18.
Oh yeah, easily.
Stop it.
But the
Put
badook.
it back in. Close and relock.
Yeah.
Like, why this?
Everybody.
Not even that hard of a lock. Like, what the hell?
We'll talk about it in the after dark. I have opinions about a thing. Anyway.
Swoop out. Head back down the stairs. Give you like a thumbs up.
She kind of like gives you like just like weird eyebrow raise, and it's just like,
Then a salute.
oh boy.
BBL.
You just hear her like, like so young, can't be over 50, so young.
Oh, Bab.
Cool. Time is happening.
All the time.
It's going to take you 10 minutes to do this. Clearly, the Smoke Break group has decided that you owe them on this one.
Oh, yeah.
So they're just taking their time. But you're hurrying as fast as you can. You're memorizing this, and you get it sketched. And you feel confident that you have been able to replicate this in such a way that you will be able to put this tattoo onto yourself or someone else to be able to open this treasure vault.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. So far, you are only person who has actually brought me anything I have interest in. Sloan Sidran.
Okay.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot over.
Are you okay? You need water? I have trot
it's fine.
cracker if you need something.
No, they were a little dry for me, but thank you.
Fair enough.
Have a good life, I guess.
Oh, I will. Do
I'm
not
sure.
worry.
I'll give like a little salute and I'll just walk away like, oh shit, oh fuck, oh god, what the fuck just happened? Okay,
Great.
guys, we really gotta get out of here now.
Sloan, you're looking a little hot and bothered.
You alright?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Sure. Okay.
I'm gonna sit back down and continue watching
Yeah, no, it's
the.
really good.
Oh my god.
Soap opera.
Wait till they get back. Change back over.
When she said that she would remember him
Are you okay, Minwoo?
So it's a. Oh, thank you. It's
Guys, I'm not gonna look like Dave for much longer.
It's a little person. Sorry, what?
Oh yeah, we should.
How
do you know?
personal?
Huh?
Let's get you out of here.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
What's the plan?
Oh, that's good.
It's gonna get the two people who have disguise spells up out.
Oh, I'm fine.
Bloody
Should be
warlock.
so cash.
Yeah, I do want to like at least two of us. When they get back, just be like, oh, one of them had a bloody nose and they had to go to the infirmary.
Sure.
No, great.
Didn't mean.
But it's okay. We definitely viewed all of the monitors perfectly and did not see any monitors we shouldn't have seen.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're gonna get married at the end of the season.
You really think so?
I think so.
You really think so?
It's gotta happen, right?
Go God, I hope so. It's been like 9 seasons. They just gotta do the thing. Are you headed fully out of the prison? Are you headed back into one of the more private rooms that you can duck into? What's the game plan?
I think private rooms.
To at least collect our stuff.
Shut down the white noise, collect our stuff, get ready to go, call our cab, basically.
Yeah. And in what guises are you going to exit?
Me. Just normal.
Yeah.
Ditch
Author mode.
Ditch the guard uniform and go back to my very warm clothes with the hood pulled up.
Ditch the guard uniform before you leave the prison?
No. Yeah, leave it on.
Okay.
Yeah, no, gonna head out in the guard uniform, and if there's someone there, just first day, you know, I just need a bit of a breath, you know.
Especially the riot on our first day.
Yeah. You make it out without encountering anyone because I rolled a nat 1 for anybody to walk around there to see. I was really hoping it could cause even more drama. But yeah, you guys head out of the prison, and this is just me not remembering from last week if I actually told you how you can contact Bethra, but you would have a means by which, like, you know, head out this way, like head over. You have the card. That's what. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think.
Tick.
Yeah. So you guys head out. You know, you'll probably need to kind of get like over one of the snowbanks so that you're a little bit out of sight. But you go over. You flick the card. You hear the like ring of the card being activated. And you hang out to wait. Do any changing of clothes, ditching any. You can either ditch the clothing you grabbed in the snow, or you can shove it in the briefcase for later.
We might as well hang on to it.
I'm gonna give it to Petey.
You never know when it's gonna be useful.
Give it to Petey. He will definitely flip that for you. And you have a few moments in the snow as you wait. You can kind of see off in the distance the sled kind of heading your way, so you know Bethra's on her way to pick you up.
I'm gonna text my mom. Not dead.
She gives you a thumbs up emoji.
Great.
She knew my full name. I never told her my full name.
Well, she has magic.
Am I in the book?
I don't
Are
know.
you a prisoner?
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
I think you'd remember, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I'd be real concerned if you didn't remember being a prisoner in this hellhole.
Do you have amnesia?
Wait.
What if, hear me out, what if Sloan has a long lost love
Ooh.
who they've forgotten? I'm telling you, art imitates life, imitates art. It's possible.
Oh, you've been watching that stupid show.
The two grumpy-looking moose like pull up and stop, and Bethra pops out of the interior portion. It's just like, so how did it go?
Not dead, got the key.
Wow. All right, everybody in. Let's get out of this fucking place. Yeah.
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 Hoppin'.
You want me right up top so you have privacy, or you want me right inside so you can explain what's happening?
It's too cold for people to ride outside. Come in. It's bullshit outside. Come inside.
Whatever. I'm wearing seal fur is not a problem, but okay, I'd not argue with that. You all pile inside and you head off for the sleigh ride down to Luscan to catch your boat. Unless you want to use your cards to teleport.
Honestly, like, once we pass along this key, I'm good to not be in the frozen asshole anymore.
Yeah, I think on the ride I'd like to determine whether or not they need somebody to create a key for them, or if they feel confident that they can do it.
I will basically say that with your skill set, you can just tattoo this key rune onto Bethra's hand.
Shit, that's awesome.
Like while you're riding, and then if you guys want to bop using your
Cool.
teleport,
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that.
yeah. Yeah.
Just like, Risha, maybe you should go up top for a little bit.
Yes, thank you,
because
good.
of the- yeah.
And just like up top. hate needles. Fucking stupid.
Tattoo.
Yeah, you tattoo this. You probably give a very sanitized explanation of how you managed to do this.
No mention of how hot she is.
Nope.
Do you tell Bethra what you traded for the key? Or do you just do the like, we managed to strike a deal?
I think we do. I would not say anything. I would be like, we managed to strike a deal. But if anybody else says anything, I have no control over that.
Sure.
So it's your prerogative.
Yeah. Yeah, you give her a nice clean version. And as soon as this key is done, and you can tell just with your knowledge of Arcana, with your knowledge of tattoos, you can kind of see that moment when you like put the last drops of ink in, and there's that like of the magic activating.
Very nice, Sloan.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Beth goes, all right, I will contact Varen, and we will meet up at the vault and activate. Once we get into treasure, we will forward your share to Golden Vault for you. Yes?
That sounds reasonable. Yeah.
Thank you. You have been very helpful. Perhaps we work together again in the future. We go punch Frost Maiden in face.
I don't know who this Frost Maiden is, but I'm not very good at punching. Maybe talk to her?
Is metaphor.
Have a beer.
Yeah. Nice frosty beer.
Yeah.
Frost Maiden.
So good.
You activate your cards and find yourselves in the woods outside of Arkenheim.
Oh, thank the gods it's warmer here.
Significantly warmer. Anybody who bundled up winter clothes is suddenly like, oh god.
And just like starts stripping off a couple layers.
I roll a 17 on my Constitution save.
Yeah, everyone roll the con save to see who throws up. My favorite homebrew mechanic.
7. 1. Not a nat 1. Dirty 1.
Dirty one.
Oh, wait. I read it wrong. It's a 3.
You feel real nauseous.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Just.
That was worse than the usual.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But yeah, you find yourselves outside of Arkenheim. The sun setting in the distance. And that brings you to the successful closure of yet another heist on behalf of the Golden Vault.
Let's go get drinks.
Yeah.
Do I still look like Dave?
No.
Damn it!
Okay.
No, unfortunately that has faded.
We
just
gotta
before.
tell Dave, though. That was great.
Oh,
He
that
would
was
love
hilarious.
that. It was so
Also,
funny.
just to, like, warn him.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way.
Hey.
Anyway, thank you all so much for sticking with us and watching as we completed the Prisoner 13 level 4 module from Keys from the Golden Vault. We've been playing through this with a rotating cast. It has been so much fun, and we appreciate everyone sticking around for this. We have some more programming coming up this week. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and that means it is a new episode of The Redacted Reports, everywhere that fine podcasts can be found. We are very rapidly approaching the end of this season, and things are ramping up. So now's a good time to start catching up if you haven't already. On Monday, we will be dropping episode 4 of Spelljammer, run by our very own James Aaron O. It has been a blast. You can catch up on the last few episodes on YouTube, if not right away. Then they will be up shortly. I know at least the first 2 are up. The third one should be up soon if it's not
Tomorrow morning,
already.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I don't remember off the top of my head, so it should be, it'll be up tomorrow morning then. Great.
For the 24-hour thing.
Yeah, and then of course, next week we will be back with another episode of Keys from the Golden Vault. It'll be a whole new heist, possibly an all-new crew. Stay tuned, we'll let you know. Later in May, we will be doing another Arena of the 5Es, which is our Battle Royale. And if you are a member of our Patreon, you will get to submit a character to be played in the Arena of the 5Es. So if you're not a member of our Patreon, but you'd like to be, now is a great time so you can get in on that. Another thing you get as a benefit of being a member of our Patreon is going to be access to the After Dark, which is the show that we're going to record immediately after I stop talking and we end the stream, where you get to hear me rant about all of my favorite things about this book and also my least favorite things about this book. But again, thank you all for watching. Please, if you like what we're doing, share our YouTube or our other links with your friends and tell them to drop us a like, follow, comment, all of the fun stuff. And we will see you next time.